Well, good morning. Today is a morning that we've thought about for a long time. We just left the Tarpon Springs, Florida area, and we are headed north and a little bit west to Carrabelle, Florida, about 144 miles away. This will be another overnight sail, our third overnight sail. We are buddy boating with our friends Byron and Mary. That's their sailboat right over there. You can see that. We had some pretty big wind yesterday. We motored from Gulfport, Florida up to Tarpon yesterday through the ICW because the wind was dead on the nose all day long. Couldn't sail, and we wanted to get staged for this. We had a weather window, and we got high pressure system moving into the area, which is lightening the winds a lot. We had a very calm night. We've got a little bit of swell left over from yesterday. There were some pretty big seas out here yesterday from what I understand. Small craft warning, all that kind of good stuff. And but today we are motor sailing because we only have 4.4 knots of breeze. It is right on the beam. We've got all of our sails up, but we just can't make enough way to do that. So we got a nice easy pace going with the motor, just a little under 2,000 RPM. Feel like that's the way to do this with the sails, and we're almost going 6 knots. So I mean, we can maintain this pace. Wow, we could get there in just a little over 24 hours, but I doubt that's going to happen. So anyway, so that's the report from here. We're going to do a few reports during this passage as we see things of note. There may be very few. We got some really nice, pretty green water. So there you go. We're going to hunker down and settle in for the long one. We'll talk to you soon. Well, this is another update from our crossing. This is Sunday, March 1. We are about 50 miles into our crossing. One of the realities of traveling by sailboat is you need wind. And as you can see by looking out over this beautiful water, we don't have any wind, or very little anyway. And certainly not enough to move this big, huge vessel. So we are motoring, and we have been motoring for all but about 2 hours of the trip so far. We left at about 7:30 this morning, and it is now close to 6 p.m. and we have been motoring most of that time. Now the good news is we only burn about half a gallon of diesel an hour, and we got a big fuel tank, so we got no problem with that. I also carry an extra 10 gallons. So anyway, it looks like we might have an interesting sunset tonight. We're just cruising along. We got some sails up, which are giving us a little bit of a push, but not much. And we've got a little bit of wind that's off the port side here, but pretty close to on the nose. I don't exactly know if we're ever going to get any wind, but we're supposed to. So that's what the forecast was, but you never know about those forecast things. So anyway, our buddy boat is back behind us. They caught a large fish earlier, just trolling along. See him back there? And they had to slow down to get them reeled in. And but anyway, they're just gonna hang out back there for a while. And that's what we're doing, just motoring along on a very flat sea. This is probably just about as flat as it ever gets out here, and that's after yesterday where we had some very big wind. So it's kind of nice, actually. I'm appreciating it, you know. And you know, the way we travel is my number one priority is crew safety, and my number 2 priority is crew comfort. And so crew safety is paramount, and so we choose times to travel when the forecast is for good conditions. Now, we would like some wind so that we can sail, and that's what we were supposed to have today. But I'll take this. This is fine. You know, the only concern I have is that you know, you're running along on the motor and you only have one of those. So I'd much rather be under sail. But if the motor failed, you know, no big deal. We just have to sail, and it may take a lot longer to get there, but we would, sooner or later we'd get there. Then when we get there, we got to figure out how to you know, get the motor fixed. But anyway, so far the motor's been running beautifully. I say that, and of course it'll break here in a few minutes. But anyway, all's good, and we're gonna probably have a pretty cool sunset later. It looks, there's a lot of clouds over there though. We'll just see. But anyway, just an update from here. Still got about 90 miles, a little less than 90 miles to go. The total trip was 140 miles, so yeah, about 90, maybe a little less than 90 now. But so we're, you know, over a third there. And by the time we go through the night tonight, we'll have 11 hours or so of darkness, starting in about an hour and a half. We'll only have about 4 hours left, so it'll be a dark night. We'll have a little bit of a moon for a while, but then after that it'll be just stars. So, and maybe some cloud cover though. Anyway, kind of cool over here. Look at that sky over there, kind of neat. Anyway, all right. Well, that's it from here. I'll do another update as I have you know, some time in my very busy schedule. Talk to you later.